We're back.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, welcome back to the lounge, the Hush Lounge, powered by Dallas Weekly Radio.
Hush, hush.
You guys, if you have not been tuned in, we have Mr. Victor Carrington in this lounge with us. Y'all, look, we are over here. It's real.
It's hot.
It's hot. We sweating, but we're not sweating because it's hot. We sweating because it's real in here. I don't know what you drinking. That's why you sweat.
It's not this. Trust me. It's hot.
It's just
It's just hot. That's all.
So we're back, and Jamil was asking a question.
Yeah, well,
He answered it.
okay, but that part, you hear a lot of straight people. They think that primarily either something happened to you that
Right.
made you gay,
Mm-hmm.
and I was once, I was one of those. I didn't really become comfortable until my cousin came out.
Right.
And it usually takes that for you to say, okay, it's not that bad.
Right.
But
It has
so,
to hit home. For
yeah,
some.
it does. You said you were how old when you're as early as 5?
I was 5 looking at boys
Okay.
that way. So there is a part in the book where, as growing up in the country, we all had clubhouses in the field, in the woods, and and I had one, and there was this older guy. He was probably about 5 or 6 years older than me. That used to come to mine all the time, and he used to touch on me, and nothing like forcing himself on me, anything like that. But he would kiss on me, and I liked it. And I knew I liked it. I used to run off the bus to go home to change my clothes so I could get to this clubhouse to wait on him. And it was just one of those things where, by law, probably molestation, although he never done anything to me, anything like
But
that.
how old was he?
He was like 5 or 6 years older than me.
So, you were
So
like
we were both
teen,
kids. He was a teenager. And then, of course, when I was 16, I let him go. Almost 16, I let him go all the way. And he was an adult.
Okay.
So that was breaking the law. But
But the feeling started before then?
oh,
Or-
God,
okay.
yeah. Again, at 5, I was looking at boys. Like, I knew I liked boys.
So did you talk to anyone about it? Or is it something
No,
that
when you grow up in the country, those type of things you just don't discuss because you would consider the F word or the P word, and you didn't have those type of conversations. And I remember, because I didn't have a girlfriend growing up, and my mother, when I was about 15, no, I was 16, and she said, I'm going to take you to a psychiatrist because there's something wrong with you. You ain't had no girlfriend your whole life, and this and that, what have you. And that's when I did get a girlfriend, but only to kill the rumor. Because rumor had always been that I was a mama's boy, that I was gay. So I knew that it was time for me to do something to try to hide this, because it had also gotten to the point where he and I were still engaging, and I was really liking it.
Yeah, but you had a girlfriend.
I ended up getting one just to try to kill the rumor. Yeah.
And which, I mean, I'm glad that, it didn't go to, because most people end up getting married, they end up having kids.
Right.
And
You see that all the time,
this
and that
whole-
that gets ugly.
I won't say, but,
Yeah,
Especially
you see
in the
that in the
church.
holiness church
Yeah,
a
you see it in the church.
lot.
Yeah.
I saw that in the church that I was,
yeah.
the church that I joined. I saw that a lot, and I used to always look and think, okay, yeah, but you ruining this little young girl's
You
life.
are.
This is some
You
country
are.
naive girl that don't know anything about life. You kind of ruin her life, and then you bring a child into the equation, and it gets so much more complicated.
You know what?
Yeah.
At first, I used to think, okay, you're ruining her life, but I'm starting to see more and more. The women know. They just
Yeah,
want they want to be first ladies, or they want to be
Yeah, that happens, and it
yeah
gets
yeah.
like.
So I mean,
So my question is, why do you think it's so prevalent in the black church?
I don't think it's so much the black church is prevalent everywhere, and I
yeah.
think now people are coming out more because the acceptance has grown wider. But the problem and the struggle still, I think, mainly exists in the African American community. We, for some reason, will not accept it. And it's one of those situations where I was just at a meeting of the minds with Andy Brown and Ronald Major, and it was a great
Hey,
conversation.
Ron!
Right.
Great conversation. It was about maybe 30 or 40 of us there, and one of the
Yeah.
questions were,
Hello, Ronald.
yeah, y'all missed a
Major.
great, that was great.
Major. We still beefing.
But it was, one of the questions was, you know, gay and lesbianism being prevalent in the black community. And, you know, there was this one guy who spoke up and said, well, you know, I don't like it, or something to that effect, because you all, they're always trying to put it in our faces, and I'm guessing I was the only openly gay person there. So I spoke up and I said, well, you know, several things. One, these younger generation gays are acting out because of the way they're probably being treated at home. This is their way of acting out. And you have to also understand, I don't understand how me being me causes you so much anger. Our paths don't cross. We don't even have to greet one another, but you are so angry with me for me being me. Tell me why. And then I said, you know, you say you don't like the gays. And I asked, I said, would you get in bed with two women? Yeah, I do that. I said, that's gay.
It's gay.
So you have to understand what you dislike, for one. That's gay. So if you don't like me, that's fine. But, you know, my first time in prison, I was 18, going to 19. And there was this guy from Richmond, Virginia, coincidentally, who used to cuss me out every time he saw me. We never spoke. We never sat at the same card table together. Never had any interaction. He cussed me out every single time he saw me. So then one day after the ballpark, it was a summer day, everybody came in to take showers, and the officer had already gone up to the top of the stairs from the basement. And he and I ended up in the last two in the basement. And I was like, oh crap, you know, I thought he was going to beat me up or whatever. So I'm racing to get to the door to go upstairs, and we both met at the door at the same time. And Tweety, when can I get some of that? It literally blew my mind. Literally. Because I thought, whoa, this is a guy that has been cussing me out. And, you know, so I went to this older gay guy, and I...
So were you out then? I mean...
I was out, didn't want to be, but I was out.
So he was uncomfortable that you could be who you wanted to be,
Right.
but he couldn't. He was mad.
So I went to this gay guy, and I said, tell me what's going on with this, because I'm literally not, you know.
Yeah.
And he was like, that's his way of hiding who he is,
So
but
he
really
can do
wanting
his
you.
Yeah.
And so I'm not saying that's what happens with all men here, but I still just don't understand how me being me causes you so much anger. Just let me be me. And I told this one
think
guy,
that's what it is.
I told this one guy, I said, listen, you should be thankful that I'm gay, because if I weren't, I'd be taking all you girls, seriously.
Wow.
You should be thankful. Seriously.
And I think
I mean,
a
seriously.
lot of it is,
I mean, let's just keep it real. I mean, seriously, I'll take all you girls, seriously.
Because my friend thought you was cute.
yeah. You see a lot of people from the pulpit, and they do the gay bashing. And,
Yeah.
And I think, you know, it's either to hide whatever they have going on. It doesn't have to be homosexuality, but if I have a booger on my nose and I say, well, look at him, he's gay,
Right.
you know,
Bro, you
that
got
takes
right.
Bro, you got a book in those though.
But it still
You still got that
it takes
book.
the attention off the
You
booger
know,
on my nose.
it's one of those situations. Remember when Chick-fil-A first started this whole thing
Yeah.
about against the gays and whatever?
Uh-huh.
And Bishop, as Paul Morton, he went on this whole thing, taking pictures in Chick-fil-A, the whole choir stand, taking pictures, holding up their sandwich bags and this and what have you. You so busy focusing on that when one of your executives in the church, her husband was going around spreading
Spreading
HIV
HIV,
in the
yeah.
church to women. But you didn't get that whole, you didn't go and do no big,
Yeah.
broadcast about that.
Yeah.
So it's like, but with the gays, it's like you were making such an issue of it.
And then he ended up, I guess, disassociating himself from everything and saying, okay, well, he was never associated with his church.
Right. So it's,
Yeah.
they
But
they
you know,
make
like, aside from the homosexual part, you know, a lot of mega churches, like if it's something that's going on within the church, it's very, very secretive. You know, it's not like,
right.
oh, like now,
Like in a smaller
Because
now
church.
you
that's
know,
the way
see
it
the little
used to
small
be.
church, you know, you can know everybody's business, but like in like big churches, like I know firsthand of something that done went down and just like.
Because that's the way it used
Don't
to
nobody
be.
know.
You know, the men all clustered together, the women all clustered together. So that's the way it used to be. And you were right. A lot of women didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
To know. So listen, we are about to play
Don't take another break.
Yes,
Come on,
we
man.
are. Listen, this is radio. Okay, so you take breaks.
Right.
You got it.
We're into it.
I understand we're into it. We got a couple of more minutes left on the show, boo. We
All
can
right.
still,
All right.
you know, you good? You all right?
Let's just kind of get that time back. The head lost.
Yeah, but
Whoa.
that's what happened when you
Whoa.
go
But I
missing in
just,
action.
that's how I'm just doing.
But I
Whoa.
mean, we still love you and
That's how-
everything.
You know,
God's gonna bless you.
Let's go ahead and take this break so we can come back.
Yeah, so we're gonna play Oh My God, because we are in an Oh My God moment.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
So we're gonna go ahead and play Oh My God. Shema said, "Hey, best friend." Best friend. She right here.